We're here with Jeff Serran, longtime former executive director of downtown North Bay. And Jeff, certainly the downtown is in mourning with the loss of Ralph Diegel at 97 years of age. He epitomized what it meant to be a downtown merchant. Is that correct?
That is actually an amazing way to put it. Not only was he Mr. Downtown, Mr. Main Street, he was Mr. North Bay. Ralph was the person who just embraced everything about his surroundings, his city, his community, his friends, his business colleagues. He was, and it's really hard to think about talking about him in the past. And he had an amazing life. And but you're right, he was just everything about not only downtown but the city as well.
And Jeff, we appreciate you sharing your thoughts. Of course, this is an emotional time, especially for someone who was so close to him. All this being said, I've heard through sources that many were thankful he didn't run for politics. Why is that?
Well, Ralph knew and was respected by so many people that they loved and respected Ralph too. But they always would say, if Ralph ran against him, like whether it's for mayor or for MPP, he would win because he was just so respected and well known. But that's not what Ralph wanted to do. Ralph wanted to be in the city. He wanted to take care of friends and customers. He wanted to play his music. I'm going to miss playing music with him. I've done so many bands through the Salvation Army, through the community band, through Remembrance Day ceremonies. There's so many things that Ralph did that took his time. And though he was friends with everybody, I don't think he ever had it. I don't think it was ever in his thought to actually run. But so many people were grateful that he didn't because they would have lost to him. And it's like I said, he was just respected by everybody in all walks of life.
And arguably saving the most important part for last, he was part of the Allied victory in the Second World War, and many of us may not be around if it wasn't for his efforts.
Exactly, and he wore that badge with honor. He was a proud Legion member. Ralph was a proud Rotarian. I remember he got to go overseas. I can't remember how many years ago. And I want to point something out to you, Clarke, is Ralph was an individual that I do not remember not knowing. I've known him my whole life. I met him through my dad. He was friends with my dad. He was friends with our family. And he just, whenever he talked about his time, he was so proud that he was a veteran and he served. And he was one of the lucky ones that got to come back. And many people, when you see a veteran, thank them for their service. Ralph gave us all, and he got to live to an amazing age of 97. He would have been 98 in October. And you're right. It's just, he was such an amazing man.